Good day to you and welcome to Libra. This is a reading with Meenakshi Tarot. Meenakshi here. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Remember, this is a general reading, so please just take what resonates with you and leave what does not resonate with you. So Libra, this is a reading for the week of the 26th of September. And please remember that if this reading is not resonating with you, maybe it's not meant for you, please then look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. Okay. Libra. Your central card has 10 of Swords. So, quite interesting. So let's see, what does this have to tell us? What is going on for you, Libra, that you need to be aware of? We see that some of you have started new projects. There was these new ideas. Could even be a new relationship that had started off. But what I see coming through here in this reading is that there was this promise of something really very wonderful coming through, a new beginning. For some of you, a new prosperous situation. It could have been a work situation, a project, or it could have also been a love situation that came through for you. And we see that as this situation had unfolded, there was, you felt, or you could have been having this inspiration that everything was going to be okay. You had a look at the bigger picture and you could actually see something happening. But for some reason, you were stuck for, looking at what had happened before, before the situation had occurred. There was something that had happened. And there was a lot of gossip or maliciousness going around, or almost as though, even though you had the vision, there was some issues behind this taking off. There was almost as though there was this epic sense of failure in some regards. And sometimes it's like, I'm trying to get the right words to come across, because this reading's coming across to me as there was a very deep betrayal that had happened. There was, on one hand, you had this belief that everything was going to work out. You had this promise that everything was going to work out. But there was this failure for things to work out. There was a spitefulness, and there was, like a collective attitude of people being happy for things not working out for you. And it seems that no matter how much you worked on the situation, how much of effort you put into the situation, you still had all of this betrayal, and you also still had to deal with a certain level of financial insecurity. There could have been financially things were not handled properly, maybe from yourself or from others. There was, you were working to make something work. You were, and even in regards to contracts and new situations arising, there was this deception, there was this failure, there was this problem with things working out. There was this promise of a new beginning, of a new financial situation, but it required collaboration and partnership. But what it brought to you was just you feeling more stuck, you feeling as though you can't move forward, you feeling as though you don't know which way to go. But there is also this level of intuition that you do have, this insight. It's almost as though there's this burning desire within you, knowing that there can be this difference, this change. But on the outside of everything, it is like no matter how much you may want this, it's as though everything is working against you to make either, like I said, it's a work project or a relationship. But something very important to you, or something that is actually meant for you, is not working out because of the people around you creating obstacles for you. Okay, let's draw some more cards here, Libra. This seems like a very complicated situation, so let's draw some more cards on this matter and see what is it that is actually going on here for you, Libra. Okay, Okay, Libra, let's see. What more can we get from Tarot? Okay, King, Knight of Pentacles again. Definitely, you know, you could have been dealing with somebody who's a very pompous person, really very full of themselves, making big promises, but actually not delivering on those promises. But you also see that there is this opportunity for you to have some changes, some maybe economic changes towards a situation, or even a relationship as well. So this is like these two dynamics coming through in this reading. There's a love situation, a love relationship, and there's a financial situation coming through here. But we see that you are needing to find out things about yourself that could be very shocking. There could have been a situation where you could have had somebody who could have seen you as very self-assured, very financially well off, somebody who knows what they're doing and, you know, has got this financial acumen. And then you have this situation where you find out the truth about your situations, you're finding out the truth about others around you, and it's not what you thought it was. But this also sees you moving towards a situation where you can have a second chance, almost like a revival, maybe not in the same situation, but definitely something coming towards you that would require you to take some quick action. But once again, you see that you're having this adversity where people are against you when it comes to this. It could be a project, it could be a love situation, but you are not getting cooperation, you're not getting what is due to you almost. It's like you can expect a lot of rewards and a lot of happiness and a lot of growth. And I mean, this is what you are seeing for yourself, that you can have this, this joy and this pleasure and create something really wonderful. But you do have to deal with conflict. You do have to deal with lack of support in your situations. And whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, it's like you are really trying to force a situation, but everything seems to be stacked up against you. So, okay, let me draw some more cards. This is almost like the universe is giving you a big stop sign here, and it seems that you guys, Libra, if this is applying to you, you're going all out, you're doing everything that you can to make this situation work. So let us draw one more card and see what is your tenaciousness. Oops, okay, I dropped something here. Give me a sec, let me just pick this up. Okay, what had fallen out was the King of Swords, and it was the Page of Cups. So that is also your energy. I mean, that's air energy. That is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, your energy. So we do see that you do need to have wisdom. You need to have the wisdom of foresight, the wisdom of also hindsight. And you have to realize that you can co-create in many ways to create whatever it is that you need to create, okay? So that is that card. And you got the Lovers, Gemini. So you have a love situation. You could have a love situation with a fellow Libra. There's Libra energy coming up here. There's a Leo energy coming up here as well. And okay, so let's see what's going on here. So with regards to if you are in a love situation or you are desiring to be in this love situation, we see that you have to make some choices. If you're looking at a partnership or collaboration, some of you are in this phase where you are feeling very loving. You want to express this love. There's almost as though there's a desire for union with somebody. There's a desire to have this love situation. But your love situation also comes with the dynamic of the fact that you do have choices. You could be involved with somebody that's very different from yourself. You could be desiring somebody who is very different from yourself. But we also see that with regards to your love situation, you know, there was promises made that did not become fulfilled. And so we are seeing that there was this desire for you to be there, to be in this love situation. But you need to be very strong, you know, it's almost as though you have to carry on with this working together and having everybody come together with their different talents and gifts and make things work. And you see that as people are coming together and as is this collective, be it the dynamic of a family situation, friends, colleagues, people around you all coming together to make things work. We see you looking at, wanting to go on your own, wanting to go towards something else. It could be a new love situation. It could be a situation where you're thinking in terms of partnership and diversity, both in a corporate sector, work situation, or in a love situation. So if that is what you're looking at, this collaboration and cooperation within your life, you need to realize that you have to have a lot of strength when it comes down to it, because there is no support. You do not have that support from others to pursue your goals. And therefore you need to think, and you need to be very fair to yourself, and you need to realize that you do have to bring in this inner strength to allow yourself to move forward. And it's also to understand that you might have to leave certain things behind you, things that have not worked out, to move towards a brighter future, to move towards something new that's going to bring you that happiness and the joy, and also bring back that love towards you and into you, so that you can create this balance within yourself. It's almost as though you need to become one with your shadow self, and allowing yourself the opportunity to learn new things, allowing yourself to open yourself up to a new experience. In all likelihood, you may be requiring to have strength to let go of certain things. So you have this choice that you may have to make. And in all likelihood, what is the card saying to me is that there was a situation that you had been forcing, and you need to let it go so that you can move forward. It's very important that you allow. It's almost like a karmic justice that has happened here. It's very hard to accept defeat in certain situations. And if you're going to keep, wanting to swallow that pill of defeat, it's going to destroy you in the end. And trying to overcome and change, you need to know when you've reached an impasse. You need to know when you need to change direction. Libra, it takes a very wise person to do that. And this is where this King of Swords is coming up to say you need to really be wise to recognize when something has not happened, and you need to make some choices to bring joy. So the question is, how much of joy is this bringing you when you keep trying to force something to happen? You're forcing an issue. You're forcing whatever it is, whether it's a financial, a project, or a love situation, forcing yourself in your situation, you're literally forcing other people to cooperate and to be a part of your vision. So you need to have wisdom. It's very important that you have this wisdom. Okay, let's draw some more cards here for you. Some more cards here for you. Let's see what we have. Angel of Balance. You have Daughter Spirit. You have Man holding a heart. So that could be yourself. It could be somebody else as well. The Garden and the Gate, the Community. And you also have Journey. So we see what is unfolding here is that you need to bring this balance of self-love to you. You cannot expect other people to validate you and bring this love situation towards you. You need to open yourself up to your intuition. The Daughter Spirit is opening, bringing you a lot of messages, a lot of divine guidance, a lot of grace. So like I said, it could be you, this man holding a heart. So if you're a masculine energy person, you could be keeping yourself trapped in a situation instead of allowing yourself to go out there, to socialize, to be part of a love situation, be part of a community, meeting new people, maybe even taking a trip and moving on to something new. That's one scenario. You could be somebody who's looking for a masculine person, who's a very sensitive person, to come towards you with a love offer. So you're meeting this person who's very loving, who has their heart on their sleeves, who's amazing, but you also once again need to get yourself out of your comfort zone and move beyond the gate, so to say, beyond the boundaries that you've set up for yourself, beyond the limitations, and allow yourself to be part of a community, part of an a group, maybe even taking this travel. For you, in some cases, it might just be a travel psychologically. It just might be a change of mindset. It just might be a change of attitude. Sometimes the journey does not mean you have to leave your home, just to change the way you're approaching things. But you do need to get out there. This is saying to you, you do need to get out there. You do need to socialize. You do need to be a part of things to allow this change to happen. Okay, Libra, let's draw some more cards for you. Okay. Okay, some more cards. You got Begin Now, Mystic Healer, and View from Above. So you really need to gather yourself and gather your situations, gather your strength, gather your visions, your hopes, your fears, and start right now and take this first step towards this newness. And you need to realize as well, Libra, that you do have this healing energy within you, and you need to feel this oneness with the divine and allow this energy to flow through you and to go and you know, be a ripple effect to others. And as you're allowing this healing to happen, you know, let forgiveness, let your stress go away. Let forgiveness into your heart, your mind, your spirit. Allow you, and forgive yourself as well, you know, especially if you feel that the choices you've made has taken you off your path. So forgive yourself for not reading the signs correctly. And as you do that, you step back and you look at your life, you look at your situations and get the bigger picture. Because, you know, it's like a camera. The more you zoom out, you get, you know, a bigger picture. And this is what you need to do right now. You need to start right now to collect yourself, to allow this healing to happen, to step back from everything and stop pushing and pushing and pushing for your own wants, your own needs, and take a step back and relax. This is calling you to relax and to have this view from above. Get the bigger picture. Look at what is really going on. Not what you think is going on, but what is really going on. Okay, let's draw a grounding card for you, Libra. This is a really intense reading for you, Libra. Very, very intense. Okay, let's just draw a card here for you, Libra. Okay. Okay. One of those intense cards that have been coming up quite often this year, Perspective. This is really, once again, telling you that the things that you are bothering with, you know, none of that matters. It's really telling you once again to zoom out. And it's also telling you to look for common ground. You know, very often, you know, when we don't allow ourselves that opportunity to step back and to look at the bigger picture, you have a very blinkered vision, and your mind frame becomes very reactive, and then you start to feel as though everybody's against you. It's me against the world. It's me versus them. And this card is calling you. This card is calling you to change your perspective, to shift your point of view, and to zoom out. And if you still don't have the bigger picture, zoom out again and zoom out until you can literally see everything and see how things are just evolving and revolving around you. And then you start to see yourself, and you see how you have allowed yourself to get lost in your individual experience. And you don't realize that most of the things that are keeping you awake are just these distractions that you have allowed to happen in your life. You're wasting your time, your precious time, your resources, fighting and bickering and allowing this negativity to rise within yourself, when all you need to do is you need to really look at collaboration. You need to look at coming together. You need to look at healing what has been hurt, what has been severed. You know, bring in that healing to your situations. And this is such an important moment in your timeline to have this card coming up. You know, it's as though this card is saying to you that, you know, be aware of your part in the tapestry of life, and be aware of the part that your soul is playing in different situations, and be aware of the experience that it needs to be experiencing. So you do really need to take a moment right now, Libra, and see the bigger picture. You need to find the common ground, and you need to find deep very deep compassion in your heart. It's important to do that. You know, you need to gain a greater perspective. And this card is saying, gain a greater perspective, because this moment is fleeting. And remember that this is a fleeting moment in your soul's existence. So for this week, maybe your message should be, how are you being called to change your perspective? So Libra, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.